What's up, guys? It's Evan. As you may have heard or may have known by now, last night was not a good night, in my opinion, for our country as a whole. We have the past, I want to say, 5 years have been taking steps backwards um, on an issue that is, needs to be addressed, and I can understand why people are upset, and I totally agree with why they're upset. Um, and that has to do with the situation in Ferguson, Missouri. Uh, I don't think Wilson did his job, and I'm being straight up and honest. I think Officer Wilson is a coward because, as a police officer, I'm not a police officer. I was a police explorer for 5 years. 3 years in high school as a ex-police explorer. As an officer, I'm assuming when you're going through training, that 9mm should be your last resort. Last resort. Last resort. First of all, Wilson, yeah, he got into a argument or scuffle with Mr. Brown in the back of the squad car. Brown grabbed his firearm. The firearm went off. The firearm went off, and you know, Wilson, from what we know, didn't use all his tactics. One, as if you, an officer should know basic takedown skills. Basic takedown skills. No matter how big that person is, you should, if you're an officer, you should be able to take him down. Or, let him walk off. Don't aggravate him anymore. Let him walk off. Call for backup. An officer should never be afraid to call for backup. The fact that, from what I know, Wilson, as Brown was walking off, kind of, just walking off, Wilson kind of engaged him. If I was Wilson, I would say, hey, can I have some backup here? There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, Brown assaulted Wilson, but does not make it right for Wilson to use overkill. As soon as Brown got shot, he popped to the ground, hands up. That should be enough. Call for backup. Hey, we need paramedics. I need some backup. Call for backup. You don't overshoot them. This whole situation with the Ferguson police and police around the United States is ridiculous. And I'm being honest. That handgun should be your last resort. I don't care. You should take a 5-step, in my opinion, approach. One, tell him to get on the ground. Talks back. Tell him, just use your words. With that being said, I'm upset as much as the people in Ferguson are upset. I do not agree with the outcome. I think I'm pretty much sure that Wilson will retire. If that case, he should be lose his badge. I think there's a charge you can face for overkill that I think Wilson should have been charged with. With that, I stand with the people of Ferguson. I totally agree that justice was not served. The whole situation is bullshit. That's just my opinion. If you like these videos, just keep them coming. I've been keeping quiet about the issue just because, I don't know, I didn't want to say anything. But, this is how I feel. And thanks. Bye.